everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. Happy Friday! Feels like a long damn week to me. I'm glad it's over. We are looking at another Kent McCulloch. I'm going to have to look at the bottom of this one. I don't think this is a 141. I think it's a 144. Yeah, it's a 144. So, obviously, it runs pretty damn good. Still got some old, I think some evaporated fuel in the crankcase that it's working on burning off, but the smoke is going down and the idle's getting a little more consistent. You heard it actually take off there at the end and the chain wouldn't quit spinning, so just back that down a smidge. In the grand scheme of things, this guy didn't take a whole lot to get going. This is the Tillotson HL87 carb, so I was glad to see that and not one of those McCulloch flatbacks, because finding parts for those is not nearly as easy as it is for these Tillies. So it needed a new fuel inlet valve and seat. The old one was so worn. Well, when you run one of these big saws on the bench, everything vibrates around. I'm never going to find it, but the brass fitting itself has a rubber seat that's pressed into it. That rubber had shrunk so badly that it just fell right out. It actually stayed in the carb, and I had to pry it out. So anyway, that just a standard carb kit. She actually had spark from the beginning. I was impressed with that. The oiler's working. This bar isn't a McCulloch original. Try and get up close there. You can see that etching in there. It's upside down because I flipped the bar. There's some pretty heavy wear from it never being flipped, so I went ahead and closed the rails, ground them flat on the bar shop. But Kent intends to cut with these every once in a while, so yeah, I want to set them up so that they'll retain their value and all of that, but that you can still use it without damaging it. This is an oddball size chain. It is 404, which was nice. I was able to put a new rim on this thing. Downside is this 404/50 gauge, and I'm not sure I've ever had that pitched chain come through the shop in a spool or in a loop or anything like that. This is about at the end of the adjustment. You'd probably get one more out of it at best before that's maxed out. So the fact that the manual oiler works really good is pretty key to keeping this thing around for a while longer. I'm going to have to go to the IPL and figure out what in the world is supposed to act as a valve on this cap. This has got a setup similar to Homelite, where you've got your sintered bronze in the center there, but you guys won't be able to see down in that cavity, but there's just nothing there, and that's too big to put a Homelite style duckbill valve in, so it must have used a piece of rubber with a slit or something like that. But I'll go out there and check that out, see what's on the internet. Only thing missing right now is behind the clutch drum. There's a big washer that's supposed to be there. That was missing. Of all things, my buddy Jim here in Medford has one. So as soon as that arrives, I'll get this put on. And Kent, we've got another old McCulloch ready to rock and roll for you.